What's up guys, Jake the Turtle's back at again with another Pokemon Go PvP video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a recap of my knockout stage during the qualifier for the North American Championship. So after I won my open qualifier at Queen's Landing on Friday, I was told to meet Saturday morning at 9:30 at Seated Lincoln to battle in a Swiss-style tournament to determine who would go to Worlds. So they said that the top three and then alternates would be chosen if people don't show up, and let's get into the video, guys, so you can see what happens. So my first match is going to be Allie Lucky. She's a stud, guys. Her lineup is looking really solid. Lantern, Quagsire, Azumarill, Fortress, Charizard, and Venusaur. Here's her trainer card, guys. She's really good at the game. I think that I struggled in this match a little bit, but without further ado, let's hop into it. So hopping into match number 1 against Allie Lucky, I'm going to be leading with Venusaur, hoping for that Quag lead, and I get Lantern. So it's a very good lead for me. I know I can farm this, but she gets out immediately. So very good switch by her, and I'm going to switch in my Raichu. So I think if I have Quagsire on this lineup, I definitely win, but I was worried about those two water types from her. So I'm going to shield this because I know Blast Burn's going to destroy me, and I need to get to hopefully 2 Thunder Punches. So I'm going to go for Thunder Punch number 1. It took a little bit extra time, which kind of sucked, but it's perfectly fine. She's going to shield, and I am going to use... I'm not going to shield here because I think it's Dragon Claw, honestly, because it didn't take that long. So I'm going to go for Thunder Punch here, which I'm hoping KOs her Charizard. And she shields, so she 2 shields in, and at this point I should go in for Charizard, but I go for Venusaur for some reason because I have a Sludge Bomb almost ready, and honestly it isn't that bad of a play because I don't take that much damage, and I use all that energy, but she has a Venusaur ready, so I've got 1 shield, which is really good, and what I'm going to do is get my Sludge Bomb ready and then switch into my Charizard. So I think I should have used that Sludge Bomb on that Venusaur to hopefully do some damage, and I don't know why I didn't use it because she had no shields, so honestly should have stayed in that matchup, but I chose to switch in to do some super effective damage. And what I'm going to do here is not shield because I know I have Venusaur ready to go, so I'm going to use the Frenzy Plant, which is going to do that super effective damage, and I'm hoping it KOs, and then she's going to have a charge move ready with her Venusaur, so I'm going to choose the shield because I think it's Sludge Bomb, and she bluffed me so hard, so I'm hoping that I can get the Sludge Bomb first, and I do not. So guys, really made a big mistake there. Should have left Venusaur in there. It was a great switch by me early, and I messed up. So hopping into match number 2 of round number 1 in the knockout tournament, it is going to be Venusaur versus Venusaur, so this is a good situation for me. So I'm going to go for, I believe it is an overcharge, and then we're going to play chicken, and I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant, and I'm hoping to get a shield here, and I do not get it, or I do get a shield. I got a shield, so it's very good for me, so I'm not going to shield. So she's going to use Frenzy Plant, so very good for me. And what I'm going to do here is go for a Sludge Bomb, and I should have went for another Frenzy Plant there because I already took a shield from her. So I go for a Sludge Bomb, and she doesn't shield, so it's honestly a good thing. So I got to keep my Venusaur alive, guys. Top priority, keep Venusaur alive right now. So I'm going to hopefully overcharge some energy here and then go for a Frenzy Plant. So I don't overcharge, but I do go for a Frenzy Plant, and I'm hoping to get a shield here, and I do not. So I kill her Venusaur. She brings in Charizard, and I bring in Charizard for neutral. Should have went for Raichu right there. And obviously, if I go for Raichu, I think I win the game, guys, because look at her back 2 Pokemon. I kill both of them with Raichu. But I'm able to get a lot of damage on this Lantern. So I choose to not shield here because I know I have Raichu in the back, and I have my Venusaur. So I should bring in Venusaur here, and I do, which is really good for me. And I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant here, and I'm expecting a shield because she's going to want to keep that Lantern alive, and she does. So very good play by her, and honestly, guys, I think I just misplayed a couple times. Just a couple times in this tournament where I just misplayed, and I think it was because of the nerves, guys. I was so nervous. I knew that if I didn't get top 3, I wasn't probably going to Worlds, so what I'm going to do here is make my big mistake, guys. I could have won this match, but I didn't. I thought she was close, and if I Thunder Punch there, obviously I win. If I don't Thunder Punch, I obviously win the game because Wild Charge is going to destroy her, but GG's to Allie Lucky in that one. So let's look at my next opponent's team, Weedham Boys. You got Venusaur, Fortress, Mantine, Azumarill, Charizard, and Quagsire, so I'm thinking that Raichu is going to do some good damage here, and that's going to be that. So let's hop into the battles, guys. So let's hop into this first match of round number 2 against Weedham Boys. I'm going to be leading with Raichu, hoping for that Mantine or Azumarill lead, and I get Azumarill. So I know that I can take out Azumarill off the bat because I know that in this scenario with full health each, we are going to go for a neutral matchup. So in this matchup, you want to go for Thunder Punch first, but I go for Wild Charge. So I'm like, all right, I know I can take an Ice Beam to the face. I'm going to take an Ice Beam, and I'm hoping to get a Thunder Punch before he can get to his next charge move, and I do. So That's very good. I know he's going to have to shield or he's going to die and lose his Azumarill. So he's going to shield. So I'm like, okay, very good situation. And I am able to almost get to another Thunder Punch. So what I'm going to do here is bring in Venusaur to obviously soak this Ice Beam. Play rough. He used the play rough, which was crazy. I'm assuming he thought it was going to be something else. But gonna bring in a Venusaur. Sorry, guys. Venusaur is going to be ready to go. Mantine is a bad scenario, but it's not that bad because I do have a shield. He's going to use a shield here, I'm assuming. At least one on Mantine. So I'm going to switch into Charizard because I do not like this Mantine matchup. I'm a little bit afraid of it. And he's going to bring in Quagsire, so it's even worse for me. But I know Blast Burn can do a ton of damage. So Blast Burn, going to smack it. He's going to save that shield for the back for Mantine, I assume. So I'm hoping to get to another Blast Burn here, but I know that I can charge up some energy off of Quagsire with my Venusaur. So I'm going to aggro farm here against his Quagsire. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to choose the shield, but he's going to have a ton of energy built up, and he's going to use a shield here because obviously if not, he's going to die. So it's going to come down to who had the most energy from earlier, and he had the most. I was about 2 Vine Whips away from getting my Frenzy Plant, which would have KO'd. So GG's in the first match to Weedham Boys. So let's hop into match number 2 against Weedham Boys in round number 2 of the Knockout Qualifier Tournament. So I'm going to lead Venusaur, and he's got Venusaur, guys. So you guys know how this one works out. I like running Raichu because I know people run 2 waters, and I'm going to be prepared for this neutral matchup. I'm going to overcharge and then play chicken with him, and he is going to piggyback off me, and I'm going to use Frenzy Plant, and he is going to shield. It's a very good scenario for me. So I'm going to choose to not shield, or I'm going to choose to shield this, and he uses Frenzy Plant. So very smart by him, and he's got another Frenzy Plant ready to go because he piggybacked off me. So, but it's Sludge Bomb, so I don't know how that actually happened, but I'm going to use my Sludge Bomb here, and if he shields, he's probably going to win the game, and he is going to choose not to shield, and I'm hopefully going to get to this Frenzy Plant, and I do not, so I'm going to choose to let my Venusaur die and bring in Charizard to get a little bit of energy ready to go. And I got Switch Glitch here, which kind of sucked, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. He brings in Azumarill, and I want to switch anyway, so I'm going to switch into my Raichu, and I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch first, because that's what you do in an Azu-Raichu matchup usually, and then you go for the Wild Charge if no shields, but I'm going to be taking this Ice Beam to the face, and then going for a another Thunder Punch here. I'm going to shield here because obviously I got that energy, and I need to burn his last shield because Charizard cannot take on Azu without a shield. So I'm going to do this here. I have no shields. And I'm going to get to another Thunder Punch, which is really good. But I'm expecting Quagsire in the back. And I'm going to get Mantine. So it's not a bad scenario for me. I have energy charged up, and I know I can get to 2 Blast Burns before he can get to a Water Pulse. But I think he gets to an Aerial Ace here, and Aerial Ace is going to do a ton of damage, and Blast Burn is going to come really, really close to doing it, and it's going to be a race to see who can get to basically the fast move to win. So let's hop into my next matchup against J Chu. 8-9, he's got Charizard, Fortress, Venusaur, Quagsire, Mantine, and Azumarill. So I'm thinking that Raichu is going to be the key again, guys. So looking at this player's trainer card, they're obviously a beast. And without further ado, guys, let's get into these battles. So let's hop into match number 1 of round number 3. So I know that I need to win out to even have a chance of getting to Worlds by being the alternate. So he's going to lead with Fortress, and I'm going to have Raichu, so I'm going to spam these Thunder Punches, guys, as fast as possible. I'm going to overcharge so he thinks it's Wild Charge, so he might shield. So I'm going to use the Thunder Punch, and if I use Wild Charge, I probably smack him up really bad right there, but I've got overcharged energy ready for 2 Thunder Punches, so it's really good. He's going to have to shield here at least once, and he's going to shield, so then I'm going to bring in Charizard to wall this Fortress, and he's going to have a Rock Tomb ready. So that was stupid, but it's not that bad because I have a ton of energy with Raichu, and he's already wasted 1 shield, and he uses no shields after the first one, so it's really good. I have 2 shields, so we're looking good. I have Venusaur to kill Venusaur, which is nice, and I use this Wild Charge, which knocks him down significantly. So I know that I have to keep my Venusaur alive, so I'm going to choose to shield this with Sludge Bomb, so very good choice by me. And then I'm going to use a Frenzy Plant here, but he's got the move, so then I'm going to not shield, and it's going to be Sludge Bomb, so probably should have shielded that one, guys. But I'm going to use Frenzy Plant here, and he's going to shield, so he uses his shield, and I think he should have saved that shield for the back, because if he doesn't shield that Frenzy Plant, honestly, he probably wins. So I get to Frenzy Plant here first, and then I'm able to knock him out, and Azumarill's coming in, and I have one shield, so it was a very good choice by me. Save it for that Azu, because just in case, Ice Beam might demolish me. One Frenzy Plant's not going to kill, but these Vine Whips are going to do enough that I can get to a Frenzy Plant at about 2 HP and take the victory in match number 1. So, battlers, we're going to hop right into match number 2 of round number 3, and I'm going to be leading with Blastoise, and he's going to be leading with Quag, so very positive scenario for me, guys. I can take an Earthquake, I can take a Stone Edge, and I'm going to spam these Hydro Cannons as fast as possible, because I don't really want to overcharge that much. Usually I do, but I'm going to just go for it, because not many people know what Blastoise does to Quag, so I shield this, thinking it's Earthquake, and it is, so I know that I am already in the clear, guys, because I'm going to aggro farm the crap out of this Quag. And I'm not going to shield this because I'm thinking that it's Stone Edge, and it is Stone Edge, guys. So that worked out perfectly. I wasted one shield, but I have a ton of energy for whatever comes in, and I'm expecting it to be a grass type. So it's going to be Fortress. And this is not a bad scenario, guys, because I can use this Hydro Cannon. It's going to do significant damage if he doesn't shield. So then I'm going to bring in my Charizard to destroy this Fortress, and he's going to bring in Mantine. So that's a very good scenario for me, guys, because I already have a ton of energy charged up. I know I can get to 2 Blast Burns before he can get to Water Pulse. He's going to shield, and I'm going to go for this Blast Burn. I'm not going to shield this because I know that it's not Water Pulse, and it's Ice Beam. So he's got an Ice Beam, and I'm able to get to a Dragon Claw with 1 HP, so that's really going to annoy him. And he is going to we're going to get some chip damage there, and I've got Venusaur ready to counter this Mantine, and I've got a shield. So it's a very good situation for me. I'm going to choose to shield this, obviously, because Aerial Ace is going to destroy me, and then I'm going to overcharge a ton of energy and then go for a Frenzy Plant, hoping to have another Frenzy Plant ready to go. And then I'm going to switch Sacrificial Swap into Blastoise and tank this Aerial Ace, and then I'm going to bring back in my Venusaur, jeez, can't talk, Venusaur, to Frenzy Plant this Fortress, and I'm going to have enough energy to Frenzy Plant a Mantine to win the game and take my first victory in the knockout qualifier. So GG's in that round. So let's hop into this next matchup against Winter Blue, and I'm seeing that he has Lantern, Slowbro, Mantine, and Quagsire for his waters, and he's got a Confusion user, so I got to look out for that. So let's look at this trainer's player card. They are at number 69 in the world, and they are a very talented trainer. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. So we've got Winter Blue. I'm going to lead with Raichu, and he's going to lead with Venusaur. So very bad matchup for me, guys. I know Frenzy Plant's going to destroy me. So what I'm going to do in this situation is I'm going to do what I did against Evan Walther. I'm going to store a ton of energy, and honestly, I might have used a Wild Charge there. Probably would have been a good idea, and he's going to bring in Charizard, but I'm able to get to an Earthquake, so very good for me. I farmed a lot off of Venusaur, and he's going to have the shield here, guys. So I am not in the worst of spots, but I have Blastoise ready for this Blast Burn. So I'm going to spam these Water Guns. I'm going to hopefully overcharge a ton of energy for a Grass type in the back. So I'm going to overcharge off of this Charizard, and I've got an Ice Beam ready for whatever comes in. So I am going to use the Ice Beam, and it is Venusaur, so very good choice by me there, and he's going to have the shield. So I am immediately screwed. I wish he didn't get to that Frenzy Plant. If he doesn't, I think it's a little bit closer, but I'm going to use this Wild Charge, and I'm going to almost kill this Venusaur. And if he didn't have all that energy, I'm thinking maybe I can get to Thunder Punch, but I'm going to be able to wear it down, but it depends on what he has in the back. And it's going to be Quagsire, but one Hydro Cannon is not going to be enough. It's going to do a ton of damage, but it is not going to be enough to kill it. So I'm so close to another one, but he uses a charge move, which is very smart, and I think I would have died anyway. So GG's in that first matchup to Winter Blue. So guys, in this matchup against Winter Blue, Game 2 against the wall, I'm going to lead Raichu, hoping for one of those water leads, and I get Slowbro. So I know how this one works out, guys. I've done it probably 300 times against my sparring partner, easily done. You guys have seen it. So I'm in a very good situation here, guys. He's got 2 waters that are going to be very weak to my Raichu. So I'm going to switch into Venusaur, and I'm going to farm this Lantern. So What I'm going to do is really aggro farm here and go for this Frenzy Plant, hoping for another shield, but he is going to choose to, after all of this Super Saiyan 2 lag, not shield and sacrifice his Lantern, which was a very good decision. So he's got Slowbro. This is a very bad situation for me, because obviously that Confusion is going to tank me. I'm expecting a shield here, so he can get off an Ice Beam, and he does shield. It's a very good job by Winter Blue there. So I'm going to have to bring in my Raichu with a Thunder Punch, which is going to do super effective damage, and it is going to kill. So I've got 2 shields in the back. I'm in a very good scenario, and I need to get to a Thunder Punch here. I should have went for a Wild Charge, guys. If I go for a Wild Charge, I think I win this game. I'm going to switch into my Blastoise, and honestly, I should have went for that other Thunder Punch. But I'm going to try to get to an Ice Beam here, and he's got a ton of energy built up, so he's got 2 Frenzy Plants ready to go. This is a very good strategy by him. Obviously, he was back against the wall, and I'm not able to get to a Hydro Cannon or an Ice Beam because I was going for an Ice Beam, but I didn't think Hydro Cannon would kill, and Hydro Cannon would have killed, so I'm going to not get that Thunder Punch off, which probably would have killed. So GG's in that match. And this is the final standings, guys. I think I did okay. General Sharky is ranked number 15 in the world, and he went 1-3, and so did I. But I also played very badly in some matches, guys, and I think it was just the nerves. Next time on a big stage, I think I'm going to play a lot better because I'll be prepared for that, and I have gone through that adversity. But thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate those that watch my videos day in and day out. And if you guys like this video, please smash that like button and let me know in the comments what you liked and disliked about this video. Thanks, guys.